breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alert.
IT's over. Nancy Pelosi just teamed up with Trump to do unthinkable to Antifa. The world must be turning upside down right now. It's crazy enough that we are in a nuclear standoff with North Korea and are dealing with the worst hurricane in U.S. history. None of those things can begin to compare to the unconscionable, unbelievable, and unimaginable thing that Nancy Pelosi just agreed with Trump on. Nancy Pelosi agreed with President Trump that Antifa is causing the violence in our country. It's crazy, right? Minority Leader Pelosi is actually siding with the president for once. Pelosi's official statement on the matter, which was very politically written, read: "Our democracy has no room for inciting violence or endangering the public, no matter the ideology of those who commit such acts. The violent actions of people calling themselves Antifa in Berkeley this weekend deserve unequivocal condemnation, and the perpetrators should be arrested and prosecuted." It's a powerful statement but leaves one very big question: why did it take her so long to condemn a clearly violent organization operating in her own backyard? And it's not just Pelosi who is turning on her own out-left base, either. The mayor of Berkeley, who used to defend the out-left's actions, went as far as to declare Antifa a criminal gang.
Tough words from Berkeley's mayor about the army of anarchists who took over a peaceful rally, while others are defending their violent tactics. Good evening, I'm Veronica Dela Cruz.
I'm Alan Martin. Berkeley's mayor says it is time to confront the violent extremism on the left. Hundreds of black bloc anarchists were seen jumping the barriers, some attacking Trump supporters at yesterday's rally. KPIX 5's Phil Mateers in Berkeley with two different takes on the clashes at Civic Center Park. Phil?
That's right, Alan. It's not a new tactic. We've seen it previously both here in Berkeley and in Oakland. Anarchists mixing in with demonstrators, nonviolent, and then springing forth. This is what the mayor had to say about it today.
I think we should classify them as a gang. You know, they come dressed in uniforms, they have weapons, they're almost a militia. I think we need to think about that in terms of our law enforcement approach.
Berkeley Mayor Jesse Arreguín says that he does not support the far right, but that it was time to draw a line on the left as well, especially with the black bloc anarchists who showed up in force and took over both the protest and the park and played a part in yesterday's violent clashes.
I think we're going to have to think big picture about what's the strategy about how we're going to deal with these violent elements on the left as well.
The mayor said it was also time for nonviolent protesters to take a stand as well.
We also need to hold accountable and encourage people not to associate with these extremists because it empowers them and it gives them cover.
Protest organizers today, however, defended black bloc's presence.
White supremacists and fascists are not welcome, and that if the state is not going to protect us, and they do not, that we are going to protect ourselves and welcome those who stand with us.
Our news crews found that most of the conservative demonstrators in the park yesterday were Trump supporters who repeatedly denounced Nazis and racists.
I am against the white supremacy.
And while it didn't look good, the mayor also praised Berkeley police for holding back and ceding the park to the anarchists.
Black Bloc was trying to provoke the police. I think since some of the more sort of conservative protesters had already left or were already escorted out safely.
What would you say to the guy that was getting chased down the street?
Well, it's unacceptable. I mean, anyone who was injured, it's completely unacceptable.
Jesus ain't gonna come and be your savior today.
And we are going to be looking at video. We're going to be identifying people.
In the wake of Charlottesville and yesterday's troubles in Berkeley, the mayor also called on neighboring UC Berkeley to call off next month's planned Free Speech Week, one that would feature Milo Yiannopoulos, whose last appearance at Berkeley triggered this riot.
I believe that that's the right thing to do. And if they don't do that, then they need to work with the city and potentially assist the city through resources to be able to adequately police what we know is going to be a large protest that will spill out.
In this case, a win is a win and we should take it. Our first goal should be to take down the violent fascists known as Antifa, and if the Dems want to help, I say we let them. Now let's hold Pelosi 100% accountable for her words by sharing them everywhere and let them know we will not tolerate Antifa, the KKK, the Black Panthers, the neo-Nazis, or any other hate group in our country. Can I get an amen? An amen.